Jets fans of today feeling? It is game day, and welcome to GreenBean's Sunday morning sit down. What an interesting week we've had, huh? So, one piece of good news, I was able to release my first podcast, which interestingly I called the Beanbag, and then I thought to myself, I should really not lose this opportunity to connect Green Bean to a podcast. So I just changed the name mid-swing, and now I'm calling it the GreenBean's Jets Pod. Let me know what you think about that. I'm all over the joint. So that's good. We had that. That was exciting for me, and the support has been pretty damn cool, and I appreciate it, guys. So the other piece of interesting news for today, or for this week, let's say, then we'll get to today, is that there is a rumor going around that Adam Gase will be fired tomorrow if the Jets lose today. Now, my first thoughts are, what are we doing? What is this? Just, you should have fired him after the Denver game or at the bye, or just let him wrap it up. You know, like, what is the purpose of this? So that's my first thought. A lot of people felt similarly because they told me so. You guys are pretty awesome letting me know your feelings and how stupid that you think I am, which is okay. I like it. So a lot of us were thinking that, like, well, just do it or don't. Shit or get off the pot, man. We already blew the Trevor Lawrence thing. So it's hard to really imagine why the Jets would do this 1 week before the end of the season. And I'm going to tell you this, but I want you to understand that I haven't fully absorbed the new information yet. So I'm just going to tell you with like a surface level blanket approach, and then we can look at the details as we move forward into the day and into the week. So upon further review, it seems that there is a new rule this year which allows coaches to, this week, allows your organizations to speak to coaches that are already hired by other teams, like so coordinators and the like. So the Jets taking this season, watching it go the way it has, and now the last few weeks have resigned themselves to firing Adam Gase. I figure, you know what? If we let him go, we can get a jump on this a week early and talk to the candidates that we want to talk to without having to wait an extra week for this lame duck guy to get fired appropriately. So just like, hey man, let's get on this. Plus, there's also a thought that maybe if Adam Gase is gone, we won't waste the last week of the season playing Frank Gore and the like. So maybe we even throw in a little James Morgan action. Maybe James Morgan hands it off to LaMichael Pirine, and Ty Johnson throws the ball to Mims and only Mims. You know what I mean? Maybe the young guys, Vincent Smith, Jeff Smith, that sort of stuff. Let's sit Perryman, Crowder even. Let's just play the kids for that last week. Get Zuniga in there. Get Bryce Huff and all that. So there's two pretty good reasons to jump it a little bit. Jump this and not wait till the end of the season. You know, you already gave, I think you honored the friendship part of this relationship pretty well, because he should have been fired week 4, and everybody knows it. So they honored him, they kept him around, and they're thinking, hey, we'll do that for you, but not at the expense of us getting the coaches that we want, and seeing the players that we want. So there's two pretty good reasons, and like I said, that's the way I absorbed it. I don't fully know the details of the dates and everything yet. I'm just kind of grabbing information, trying to figure out what the hell is this about. So that's that. So we might fire Adam Gase tomorrow, which would be, that would be pretty good. I hate him. I don't know if I've ever hated a coach like this. And, it's interesting because usually I just, hate a player, but I'm not, hate him. But Adam Gase has crept into that weird place where I don't like this man. I think he's a dishonest liar. I think he's just grimy, hurtful, petty. I don't like him as a person, and I didn't from that press conference, man. So anyway, I think it'll be good just to get this guy out of our organization. If it's another week, it's another week, but I do understand if those things that I mentioned are true, to get him out a week early. So, what else is going on this week? Now, we are within 7 days of our big game last week where we rallied and we beat the Rams, and everybody was so proud of us and so happy, and all the players were yelling at the fans for being upset. Guys that just got here, if you want to know more about that, my entire podcast is about it this week, about defending our position, man, because these players don't know yet and all that. So we dealt with a lot of shit this week, but what we dealt with above everything else is the realization that, holy shit, we made it all the way till 3 games left in the year, and we blew it. We blew the opportunity to get Trevor Lawrence, and that sucks. So a lot of us, myself included, a lot of people that I've talked to, while we are starting to shift gears and pivot and try to look at other things, it's not easy, man. We had him. He was ours. We held all of the cards. Nobody could do anything. If they wanted Trevor Lawrence, they were giving us 4, 5, 6 first-round picks if they wanted him. So that was really a great position to be in, probably the best position we've ever been in, and we blew it. And McVay, I'm still not convinced he's not in on it. But so anyway, we're still dealing with that stuff, which is not easy, right? But now we're watching, these last few days, we're watching a team like the Jacksonville Jaguars, what they act like when they are in the driver's seat. So you have their starting quarterback. Healthy, the guy who's electrified their crowds and their games for a while, Mr. Minishew. He's healthy and ready to go, and they're benching him. They're sitting him for Mike Glennon, who is just not as good as Minishew, doesn't have the same capability to light up the team and carry him and all that sort of stuff. Minishew can be pretty damn exciting. So they sat him. They're sitting him. They're saying, we don't care. He said, look, there was a report that came out that said Minishew is unhappy and he is telling them he wants to play and they don't give a shit. They're like, nope, we have Trevor Lawrence coming in. You're not our guy anyway, so we're just gonna do this. Now, they've been sitting their running back all week. It has also been, what's his name, Robinson, I think. Forgive me. It's very early. So they're sitting him too, and he's a healthy scratch. So they're taking I think he's the second in rushing in the AFC or something along those lines. He's pretty damn good. And they're sitting their number 1 running back and their quarterback. Now, there are people saying this is bullshit and blah, blah, blah. They're saying, screw you, I don't care. We want Trevor Lawrence. And now that they're in the driver's seat, you're seeing what a tank can look like. Okay? Now, I firmly believe that the reason Gase was still here is because he was doing a damn good job with the tank. And Joe Douglas, you got to give it to him. He traded away a lot of guys. He kept Adam Gase around. Like he did what was... he did what he could without being blatant. You know what I mean? But this is where you kind of learn things. Now, when the Jaguars get their hands on the first overall pick, they're like, we don't care, we're being blatant. We're not going to tell the players to take a dive, but we're going to start and put the players in that we want because that give us the best chance to lose. And I think we're learning something today. I think that's why... I think that's what it's like. Looking at this, Joe Douglas is going to think, Jesus, I probably should have did that. I should have done it that way. And it sucks. It sucks because we have a good shot of the Jags beating the Bears today. There's a good shot of it, man. The Bears are in trouble. Trubisky is spotty at best, and the Jaguars have been playing tough, man. They have. They've been putting up really respectable fight, and they almost won a couple of those. But now here we are with 2 games left, and the Jaguars aren't playing any games. At least the organization. Now they could still win. but it doesn't look like it, does it? So we'll continue to mourn that we still have this week. If the Jets win this week, it's over. Now, why would the Jets win? Well, it just so happens that another tidbit of this friggin' week is that the entire Cleveland Browns wide receiver core and a safety, I believe, have COVID, or at least were high risk for COVID, and are not making the flight down. So they have to scramble and start a bunch of guys that haven't played. That doesn't help. Seems like the house of cards is a crumbling, doesn't it? It's a windy day for this house of cards. So watching these things fall the way that they are when it was ours, all we had to do was not beat the 9-4 Rams. That's all we had to do, is just lose. It seems like the obstacle is actually growing in front of our eyes. And it sucks. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna root our asses off for these hapless Jaguars, and we're gonna root our asses off Mekhi Becton, Connor McGovern can go screw for the Jets to lose. Okay, we want the Jets to lose, and we want the Jags to win. You got to put all your collected energy into this, and let's get it done, man. We still got a shot. You don't give up until you got to give up. You take the shot while you have the shot. A shot's better than no shot, right? So we're going to do this, and that's the way it's going to go. We're going to have a live stream over at YouTube, JetNation. Okay, we are re-engaging our live stream for today. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make the first half of the game last week, but we got in there. So we're going to get together and we're going to combine our energies. 12:50 p.m. YouTube/JetNation. Just go to JetNation's YouTube page and you'll see us. Come on in. It's a great time. We comment, we talk the whole time. You're as engaged as we can be with today's technology. Okay, we have some special guests stopping by and all that jazz. So come on over there and let's get this thing going, and we'll put as much energy as we can. Whatever control we have as fans, we're going to use it. How's that sound? It's going to be rough. We have lots to talk about. We'll talk about the head coaching search soon. There's lots of rumors coming around. I'll make another video later. But guys, check us out, jetnation.com. Come to greenbeanjetsfan.com. Watch the live streams. We're also doing a Monday night mock every 10 o'clock on Monday night. We're doing that too. It only takes about 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and we'll do that. That said, go Browns, go Jets for a big loss.